Even I didn't. The right is playing fast and loose with facts and scapegoating everyone under the sun, especially black and brown people. As a white man, I do not agree with this, and I am on my black and brown brothers and sisters' side. Fight the good fight. Know that I am part of the resistance. Let's fight the power.
Our freedom of speech is freedom of death. We got to fight the powers that be.
KBLA Talk 1580. We've got your black.
Hey Zoe, I'm calling your show, 'cause I need to know. Show me which way to go before I throw my man out the door.
Okay, hold on a second, Keisha. Just let me ask Ronald exactly what's going on, because it takes two to tango, and I need to hear his side of the story.
So she's driving me insane, got stress heavy on my brain. She keeps playing silly games, man, I'm about to bring the pain. We seem to fuss and fight every day and every night. Please give some advice so we can see the light, see the light.
Somebody says, I need to feel needed, they are only seeing themselves.
I have a follow-up question on that subject. Did you ever feel like there was a time that you felt like you needed to be needed?
Oh,
like, I
yeah.
want to be. It seems like knowing you for as long as I've known you, that was a season of your life where you didn't realize you were wantable.
That's
you could
correct.
be wanted.
Not for who I really am. I think a lot of men think that they might be wanted for what they can offer. Mm-hmm. But again, this is a narrative and a myth cycled by men to other men about both what is desirable and what is necessary. Because we never listen to women. You're missing for half the population's insight on what is valuable. You're going to miss some really key things. I thought to be a man meant that you needed to be needed.
You are needed.
Yeah.
You don't have to be a well-resourced person to be able to offer the world something.
Mm-hmm.
As a woman, most of my life, of a great period of my life, I wish I was less needed. It never occurs to me to think, I hope somebody needs me. I've always felt like, I'm overwhelmed. Yeah. I wish I was needed less.
Ladies and gentlemen, the voice of reason back in the building. You already know what it is. We're going to have another thought-provoking conversation. Let me just say this. Wanted over needed. Listen, I can't be the answer for all of your problems. See, when you want me as I am. When you need me, you need what I can do, what I can provide, how I can show up in your life and shore up the holes that may be existing there. Listen, I want to be wanted and not needed. And it's fine, you can need me every now and again. But if you need me, Lord, that means you're basing everything that I bring to the table on whatever it is you might be in need of. And if somebody comes along with a bigger bag of resources, then you may not need me. Listen, ladies, a man who's doing things and he's overly benevolent, he might want to be needed by you. Oh, God. It may be a strategy for control. If I can get her hooked on my resources, maybe she'll ignore the true me. Maybe she'll ignore the alarm that's ringing in her spirit that's saying something is off about me. Needing to be needed? Oh, no. Then that means benevolence is bait. 1-800-920-1580, tonight's topic. Another slapper. I want you to think about it. The benevolent parasite archetype. How goodness becomes a self-serving survival strategy. And why predators hide behind healing. What? Yeah. Yo, come on, baby. Let me show up in your life. Let me show up for you. Let me do the things your man won't do. Where's Joe at? Let me do the things he won't do. But maybe you're doing it with an agenda associated behind the doing. No. No. Do you know it's getting so bad out here that people are weaponizing kindness, empathy, caring, nurturing? Oh, yeah, it's getting to that point. Weaponized goodness or strategic goodness. Strategic goodness? What is that? Strategic kindness? Yeah. People are not kind because they embody kindness. They are kind because kindness, empathy, nurturing, care, it's starting to morph into a type of cryptocurrency. Yes, an intimate cryptocurrency. You got to invest in me in order for me to really show up and be present with you. 1-800-920-1580, how goodness becomes a self-serving survival strategy and why predators hide behind healing. 1-800-920-1580, let's get to it. Predators do not arrive to save you. Listen. Or destroy you. Predators do not arrive to destroy you. They arrive to complete you. Stop right there. Full stop. What if somebody has been studying you? They kind of figure out, they can provide me what I need. And they begin to prey on what you can do for them. Predators don't arrive to destroy you. What if the other end of it is they arrive to complete you? Oh, they need this. And if I were to give this to them, I would have access to all that they bring to the table. All they need is a little of this. Kindness, care, consideration. They just need to be heard. They just need to be listened to. Oh my goodness. Predators do not arrive to destroy you. They arrive to complete you. They appear precisely where your nervous system collapses into relief, where exhaustion confuses rescue with safety, and kindness feels indistinguishable from truth. As Nietzsche warned, morality is the most dangerous form of will to power. Listen, morality is the most dangerous form of will to power because it governs not through force, but through consent disguised as goodness. All I got to do is show up right, act right, perform right. 1-800-920-1580. Tonight on The Voice of Reason, we're going to dismantle the lie, right? That harm announces itself. What? Yeah, somebody told you the bad people are easy to point out. No, bad people look like good people. Bad people feel like good people. Oh, y'all didn't want to hear that tonight. I know. It's Christmas Eve. Yeah, I got to give it to you right. You see bad people coming a mile away sometimes. Well, Big Mama was really good at it. Right? We're going to dismantle the lie that harm announces itself. Barbara Oakley exposed pathological altruism as help unexamined. Care that feeds on dependency while calling itself love. Listen, we got folk out here playing, not only in your face, but in your space, in your spirit. They playing in your spirit by fronting like they're kind, like they're sweet. No, they know. Big Mama used to tell them back in the day, you get more with honey than you do with salt. Do you see? Let me say it again. Barbara Oakley exposed pathological altruism as help unexamined, care that feeds on dependency while calling itself love. Emmanuel Levinas, right, cautioned that ethics becomes violence when care. Oh, gosh. Are y'all listening tonight? Andy, are they listening? Do they understand how important it is to understand what we're trying to lay down here? Right? When care totalizes the other. When helping replaces encounter. When support erases deference rather than honors it. Krishnamurti reminded us that dependence corrupts relationships at its root. Listen. Dependence corrupts relationships at its root. Where need replaces awareness, fear governs intimacy. Dr. David Baum showed that solutions fractures dialogue when they replace presence. Listen, I need somebody to be a solution in my life. Don't act like you've never met somebody like that. You're wasting my time if you're not solving my problems. Then you get the other person that says, you know what? I'm going to be a problem solver. Somebody always needs their problem solved. Ooh, Lord, 1-800-920-1580. Get to your phone lines. I want to know what you think about tonight's topic. Say it again. David Baum showed that solutions fracture dialogue when they replace presence. Dr. David R. Hawkins mapped how conditional compassion calibrates below truth. Conditional compassion? Absolutely. My compassion for you is predicated on what you do for me. Then that's not compassion. Wow. Yeah, it calibrates below truth. No matter how sacred its language sounds, it still calibrates below truth. Robert Augustus Masters named the final deception spiritual bypassing. Oh my God. Where healing language masks unresolved shame and hunger. On tonight's episode, we're going to introduce the integrated helper who is not a savior, not a rescuer, not a white knight, and not a moral performance in your life. As Pema Chodron wrote, compassion does not rescue, it stays. Real help strengthens autonomy. If somebody is trying to take it off your hands so you ain't got to do no heavy lifting, they're trying to imprison you to needing them. Oh, that's deep. Gosh. Compassion does not rescue, it stays. Real help strengthens autonomy. Right? Plans for its own disappearance and survives without gratitude. Here is a destabilizing question for many of our egos. If someone's goodness collapses when you grow, listen, if somebody's goodness reservoir, their goodness bank account, their goodness repository of resources, listen, if it all collapses when you get better, who were they helping? And if you healing, threatens the relationship, who was feeding on the wound? Stay present. The solution may require your suffering. Altruism can operate as an unconscious predation pattern disguised as benevolence. A benevolent parasite uses kindness, generosity, vulnerability, spiritual language, or support to harvest emotional dependency, loyalty, opportunities, or identity supply. When the voice of reason comes back, especially during this time of year right now, the benevolent parasite is out there. When we come forward, we're going to open up the phone lines. We want to talk to folks. Let's get it.
Reasons. The reasons that we're here, the reasons that we fear, our feelings won't disappear. You're listening to the voice of reason with Zoe Williams on KBLA Talk 1580.
An official message from Medicare.
Couple more minutes and we'll start this month's book club.
You know, I usually love a plot twist, but this year I'm comparing my options during Medicare open enrollment.
You can't assume your current health or drug plan is the best one for you.
And you gotta make sure your drugs are covered. That's important.
So is saving money.
Review all your options at Medicare.gov. Open enrollment ends December 7th. Paid for by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services.
If a Lenovo computer for your business is on your holiday list, don't shop around. Just go directly to the source, Lenovo.com. It's your last chance to get exclusive deals on the PCs you want for your business, like the ThinkPad X9 14 Aura Edition and Yoga 7i 2-in-1. So avoid all that shopping chaos and price comparing, and just go directly to the source, Lenovo.com, where PCs are up to 35% off. That's Lenovo.com.
Lenovo. KBLA Talk 1580. We've got a lot to talk about.
KBLA Talk 1580 is committed to self-care and community well-being. Walk Good LA was formed in June 2020, inspired by the Black Lives Matter movement and the beginning stages of the COVID-19 pandemic. What began as a few minutes of breath work and yoga meditation before protests against police brutality turned into a safe space for the community to heal in hard times. The immensely positive response from the community transformed the momentum into a movement. Today, Walk Good LA is a Black and Brown-led community wellness organization based in Los Angeles. They provide spaces for healing through community yoga classes, guided meditations, hikes, run clubs, and other activations throughout Los Angeles that attract hundreds of members weekly. With the help of Propel and Michael B. Jordan, they now have a yoga and wellness studio in Los Angeles called the Walk Good Yard. To join their mailing list and connect with healing spaces, please visit walkgoodla.org. That's walkgoodla.org. IG or find them on Instagram at WalkGoodLA. This is a community call to action, a community call to healing from KBLA Talk 1580.
KBLA Talk 1580 is pleased to partner with the Empowerment Congress once again for their 34th annual summit. The summit's theme is From Vision to Action, a forum to unlock participatory democracy, and will feature a nonpartisan gubernatorial candidate forum focused on issues of importance to the African American community. The summit is the signature public policy-oriented observance of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.'s legacy during the national 3-day holiday weekend that celebrates his life. This year's summit will be held on Saturday, January 17th, 2026 at the California Science Center in Exposition Park from 9 to 11 a.m. Admission is free, but registration is required at KBLA1580.com. All major announced candidates for California governor for the Democratic and Republican Party nominations have been invited to participate in the candidate forum, which will be moderated by Tavis Smiley. An all-star panel of journalists will pose questions to the candidates, and the forum will be broadcast live on KBLA Talk 1580. This is going to be a big year for local, state, and national politics. The political pulse of 2026 beats on KBLA Talk 1580.
You know you want some more. It's the voice of reason with Zoe Williams on KBLA Talk 1580.
You say you need someone to be there for you, to love you all night long. It's kind of funny, but I don't think you have to look no further, because I'm right here, and I'm ready to do all the things your man won't do. Tell me what kind of man would treat this woman so cold, treat you like you're nothing when you're worth more than gold. Girl, to me you're like a diamond, I love the way you shine. $100 million treasure, I give the world to make you mine. I'll put a string of pearls right in your hand, make love on a beach of jet black sand. Outside in the rain, we can do it all night. I'll touch all the places he would not, and some he never knew would get you high.
Because a lot of those situations tend to put you in somebody else's game, in somebody else's life, who sees themselves at the center of their life, but you're just playing a role. When you get to see yourself at the center of your own life, and you'll see, maybe this is not the game that I want to play, and that's okay too. So who are you without doing or being anything for anyone? If someone is going to tell you, well, don't go over there, if you do, then you don't love me, they're not for you. Because if you really want to go there and do that thing because it's calling you, then you can really tell if someone is for you or not for you, right? Oh, this is not what you should be doing because it's a disgrace. It's a disgrace to who? To you? It's not a disgrace to me. And if anyone looks at it as a disgrace, maybe we just don't have the same perception. We don't have the same ideologies. We don't see the world the same, and that's okay.
Who was that, Andy? Midpoint Talks. Okay. Let me just take the gloves off. Exploitive people rarely present as bad people. All right? They present as necessary. The helper, the healer, the guru, the empath, the fixer, the rescuer, or savior. They present as an answer. I want you guys to understand something very clearly about relationships. You call in the question. Every person you've ever dated is merely a question that triggers a dormant, latent answer that you've carried around since childhood, since your formative years. Anybody fronting like the answer is a lie. You can't be an answer for my reality, for my perspective, for my experience. What you can do is be a mirror. Question and answers are mirrors of each other. They function that way. It's like hot and cold, right? You call in a question that awakens an answer within you. I had a whole conversation with a young lady, 30 years old today. She was giving me her therapy background in terms of, how many times she's been to therapy. Do you understand? And we had this conversation, and she was talking about, the father, not doing or being, and how that's being pushed on to, the people she dates, and she has a certain type of person she wants. You understand? We go out there and look for these people to save us, to give us what we didn't get in childhood. And it makes us a target for exploitative people, right? They try to come in as the answer. I told her, silly putty. He wants to close a hole in your spirit. He can't close that hole. He doesn't have access. His universe is not connected to your universe. Only you can close that hole from within. Do you understand? If we're looking at it through the lens of IFS or EMDR, this archetype, right, the benevolent parasite, this archetype is often powered by the internal projector parts who cannot tolerate their own shame or emptiness, thus needing others to need them. Their altruism is a trauma-adapted strategy to regulate unbearable internal voids within themselves. When the voice of reason comes forward, the phone lines are starting to jump up. When the voice of reason comes forward, we're going to go to the lines. We need to talk to folk. Let's get it.
Things you men won't do. Every little, I'll do them for you. Oh, baby, I wanna do it. All of things you men won't do. Every little thing, I'll do them for you. Yeah, I'll take you out on a night cruise on a yacht. Just can't lose, 'cause we got a lot to look forward to. 1, 2,
He's on fire tonight. It's the Voice of Reason with Zoe Williams, exclusively on KBLA Talk 1580.
I'm Amber Payton with BIN News Now. Black Kansas City Mayor Quentin Lucas says the Chiefs' move to Kansas will be tough for his city. The team made the announcement alongside Kansas Governor Laura Kelly.
This will be a tough adjustment.
Jackson County leaders had pitched a dome renovation, but the $3 billion stadium deal in Kansas won out. Chicago's Black Mayor Brandon Johnson says he will not veto the city's 2026 alternate budget, but he's not signing it either. The plan leaves out his $82 million corporate head tax, but raises the plastic bag fee and allows debt sales to collectors. Johnson did sign 2 executive orders. One blocks the sale of medical debt. The other limits police overtime. And Black Democratic Rep Joyce Beatty is suing the Trump administration over renaming the Kennedy Center to include Trump's name, calling it unconstitutional and authoritarian. Beatty, an ex officio Kennedy Center board member, says dissent was silenced and only Congress can change the name. Get BIN News on demand 24/7 on the iHeartRadio app.
Think It Up is an initiative to activate student-powered, teacher-led learning projects. Students and teachers, how can you spark great learning experiences in your classrooms today? Join at thinkitup.org.
At the tone, please record your message.
You ready?
Drop it!
Mr. Tavis Smiley, preach it. Thank you, man. Politics in this country is crazy. You put things in perspective that even I didn't. The right is playing fast and loose with facts and scapegoating everyone under the sun, especially black and brown people. As a white man, I do not agree with this, and I am on my black and brown brothers and sisters' side. Fight the good fight. Know that I am part of the resistance. Let's fight the power.
Our freedom of speech is freedom of death. We got to fight the powers that be.
KBLA Talk 1580. We've got your black.
Yo, it's Zoe Williams, the VOR, and I know you're tired of pretty gems with pretty lies, where people seem to scroll more than they sweat. Well, it's time to level up. Welcome to Huff and Puff, where excuses die and champions rise. Smack dab at 1221 North La Brea on the corner of Fairview. This ain't a photo shoot, it's a battleground. Certified achievers in the game. Trainers who grind with you, not post pictures beside you. Whether you're chasing your next personal record or just trying to outrun your past, this is your sanctuary of sweat. No mirrors, no filters, no fluff, just pain, passion, and purpose. Stop talking, start training, huff hard, puff loud, be legendary. Where folks go to war with their weaknesses. Huff and Puff.
My mom has decided to learn to paint, and she's good.
My dad's now into creative cuisine, and I've already put on 6 pounds.
Learning new things comes with age.
My mom, she started forgetting my name and what we're talking about.
Forgetting well-known things doesn't. Memory loss may be a sign of Alzheimer's disease. Early detection gives you and your loved one time to plan for the future. Learn the warning signs of Alzheimer's at 10signs.org. Brought to you by the Alzheimer's Association and the Ad Council.
December deal drops at Lowe's are wrapping up, but there's still time to snag something worth bragging about. Get up to 40% off select major appliances, and members save an additional $100 on a new and exclusive Samsung French door refrigerator, now just $18.99. Need new tools? Select tools and accessories are up to 45% off this week. Lowe's, we help, you save. Valid through 12/24. While supplies last. Selection varies by location. Loyalty program subject to terms and conditions. See Lowe's.com/terms for details.
KBLA Talk 1580. We've got a lot to talk about.
KBLA Talk 1580 reminds you, when we fight, we win. The Youth Justice Coalition is challenging America's addiction to incarceration and discrimination. YJC works to dismantle policies leading to mass incarceration, law enforcement violence, and the school-to-prison pipeline. Their approach, transformative justice, community intervention, free LA high school, legal defense, and system monitoring. YJC promotes safety without relying on prisons. Their goal, prevent system contact and help people exit the system through direct action, advocacy, and education. Want to get involved or need help? Call 323-235-4243. That's 323-235-4243. Join YJC in creating change. When we fight, we win. KBLA Talk 1580, your voice for justice. This is a community call to action from KBLA Talk 1580.
10 athletes will face the toughest job interview in fitness that will push past physical and mental breaking points. You are the fittest of the fit. Only one of you will leave here with an iFit contract for $250,000.
This is when mindset comes in.
Someone will be eliminated.
Pressure is coming down.
This is Trainer Games.
Watch it on Prime Video starting January 8th.
The holidays mean more travel, more shopping, more time online, and more personal info in more places that could expose you more to identity theft. But LifeLock monitors millions of data points per second. If your identity is stolen, our US-based restoration specialists will fix it, guaranteed, or your money back. Don't face drained accounts, fraudulent loans, or financial losses alone. Get more holiday fun and less holiday worry with LifeLock. Save up to 40% your first year with promo code NEWS. Visit lifelock.com. Terms apply.
This is KBLA Talk 1580. Talk radio. That's music to your ears. We're unapologetically progressive. KBLA Talk 1580. You're listening to the Voice of Reason with Zoe Williams. Only on KBLA Talk 1580.
People will pull your energy out of you if you allow them to. We can only do so much, and this is why I said that we cannot be a savior to people. They have to be accountable for their position, and guess what? To be honest, we have to be accountable for ours as well. Hey everyone. Hoping everyone is good. Hoping everyone is great. I hope that the weekend brought you, something great. Hope you got some rest. Hope you relaxed a little bit. If you had a chaotic weekend, I surely apologize. And I hope that this week levels everything out. When it's a Monday, it feels like a Monday. It's mundane, but it's all in the way in which we think. So
that young lady sounds delicious to me. That's Lisa Marie, but she said what she said. We got to stop relying on people to save us. We got to do our own self-saving work. But I'm saying on tonight's topic, a lot of people are getting hip. They're realizing that they can barter. They can exchange being everything that somebody wants, but they have to look for that person who's in need. And I would say internal need. This is interesting. 1-800-920-1580. The Voice of Reason is on fire tonight, live from KBLA Talk 1580. We got a barn burner of a topic. Let me get our caller in here real quick. Houston, Texas is on the board already. I'll tell her from Houston, Texas. What are your thoughts on tonight's topic?
So you're trying to send us into the holidays fighting, folks. That's what you do.
I don't want you to fight nobody. I'm just pointing out some things that I think are important to point out.
I'm getting there and be like, you know what, Big Mama? I think. Just kidding. Yeah. But in all seriousness, like I was saying earlier on the TikTok, is that, I'm a former people pleaser, so I understand this from a certain angle. I will say this, like, you can't save everybody. You're not a savior. But more importantly, if you are grafting some sort of identity from your ability to help heal or whatever other people, like, to me, that's a crash course in crashing out.
Yeah.
You on your way there for the simple fact that you are kind of interrupting people's karma as well. People need to learn their own lessons. So trying to play savior or play God to someone is never the solution, right?
Well, would you also say that if you're constantly looking for the person that's in need, right, and you're in need of being needed, and you come into their life and you start pouring into them because ultimately your ultimate payoff is to be needed, and then they don't need you, would you say constantly like engaging in that kind of behavior will cause resentment to build up, and then finally you're going to pop out and show that you really weren't the giver you presented yourself to be in the first place, right?
maybe it might happen that way, or it could, you would just run away and sulk. I mean, like, but either way, because you think about it, people do this in multiple areas of their lives, relationships, but also your job, right? Dynamics. How many people give and give and give at a job, hoping for a promotion, and it never comes, right? So I think, yeah. So I mean, I think ultimately it's a blessing if that does happen. If the covert giver, I don't know what you want to call them, if that person is exposed, that's actually a good thing, because then that person can take that information and use that to heal themselves. But until that happens, there really is no recourse. Maybe they just have to burn out. You know what I mean?
Man, I got questions for you.
Uh-huh.
You thought I wasn't going to hit you with questions?
I know you. I already know. I'm ready today. I ain't take no gummies. I'm ready. Let's go.
You didn't take no gummies. All right, here we go. The Voice of Reason Home Run Derby question segment. Here we go. Atala, you ready?
Yes.
When kindness requires invisibility from the receiver, what hunger directs the giver?
The hunger to be chosen. The hunger. I would say the hunger to be recognized.
Ooh, the hunger of recognition.
Because again, like I said, it's about identity. Yeah, because it's about identity. I'm not asking for you to even necessarily recognize what I've done. I would essentially be asking for you to recognize who I am. You see what I'm saying? Because the thing with people pleasing is it's so enmeshed. It's not just them doing and they feel good about it. It's like, no, I've done and I feel esteemed. I feel like I'm good now. I can go to sleep now.
How does a helper respond when their aid no longer gets requested?
That's, to me, where you start to see the resentment, for sure.
As much stuff as I done did for you, you don't need me no more?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Well, see, it'll be that, but also, like, oh, so you too good for me? Oh, so, or they'll say something like, you need to humble yourself. You just doing too much. It's like, wait, what?
Just a little while ago, you needed me. Now, all of a sudden.
Right.
How often does benevolence escalate when the recipient begins to individuate? Oh.
How often does benevolence, what was the word?
Right? How often does benevolence escalate when the recipient begins to individuate, almost trying to cut them off at the pass?
You mean depreciate?
Yeah, it's
I feel like benevolence is going to be few far and in between to find in that case. If that person is, like I said, basically sucking the life out of you to get some sort of identity,
stay right
you're
there.
not going to get a whole lot of benevolence.
Don't go nowhere. Stay right there. Don't go nowhere. I'll tell her from Houston, Texas, knocking them out the park. If you want to join the conversation, all you got to do is call me at 1-800-920-1580. The Voice of Reason is on complete fire. Got a barn burner of a topic. Let's do it.
Relationships. Got you confused? Need some straight talk? This is where you get the unfiltered truth about love, relationships, and everything in between. He breaks down relationship dynamics with no-nonsense wisdom and practical advice that actually works. Tackling the questions you're afraid to ask and giving you the answers you need to hear. You're inside the Voice of Reason with Zoe Williams on KBLA Talk 1580.
If a Lenovo computer for your business is on your holiday list, don't shop around. Just go directly to the source, Lenovo.com. It's your last chance to get exclusive deals on the PCs you want for your business, like the ThinkPad X9 14 Aura Edition and Yoga 7i 2-in-1. So avoid all that shopping chaos and price comparing, and just go directly to the source, Lenovo.com, where PCs are up to 35% off. That's Lenovo.com.
Lenovo. As a mom, comforting my family is what I do best. Vicks Vapor Stick provides soothing, non-medicated Vicks vapors in an easy-to-apply stick, and it dries fast, so there's no mess. I use it to comfort myself and my family.
Thanks, Mom.
Vicks VapoStick, soothing comfort for the whole family. And try Vicks Vapo Shower Max for steamy Vicks vapors when you need more comfort for yourself. Use as directed.
KBLA Talk 1580. We've got a lot to talk about.
KBLA Talk 1580, connecting you with services and solutions. The Los Angeles Regional Food Bank is on a mission to fight hunger and provide nutritious food to those in need across our community. They partner with federal, state, and local programs advocating for better policies and funding for critical hunger relief programs like Cal Fresh, the Emergency Food Assistance Program, and the Child and Adult Care Food Program. The food bank works with coalitions and local representatives to make sure hunger is addressed in every district of LA County. They also run nutrition education campaigns, raise hunger awareness, and source nutritious food for distribution, all while supporting regulations that allow food pantries to operate safely. Want to help? Visit lafoodbank.org or call 323-234-3030 to volunteer or find a food bank near you. Together, we can ensure that no one goes hungry in Los Angeles County. This is a community call to action from KBLA Talk 1580.
Hey there, Los Angeles. This is James Lucky Jr., publisher and editor of Los Angeles News Observer. Are you hungry for news that matters to you in the African-American communities of Los Angeles? Well, buckle up, because we got the scoop you've been craving. Stay in the know and never miss a beat with our free weekly publications conveniently available near you. Or hop on the digital wave and become an exclusive subscriber at OGNSC.com. Don't forget to join the party on Instagram and Twitter at OGNSCINC for behind-the-scenes access and sizzling updates. No more FOMO. Let's stay informed, connected, and empowered together.
You know you want some more. It's the voice of reason with Zoe Williams on KBLA Talk 1580.
December nights were cold. It felt like something was missing. I was sleeping on my own. It didn't feel like Christmas. It was getting close to the time of year to deck the halls and spread good cheer. I looked at the empty couch and fireplace and thought, there's gotta be a better way. Almost lonely to you. Almost lonely to you. Almost lonely to you. Almost lonely to you. Let's put up a Christmas tree. I want the lights to shine on you. I need your company. I know you're down to spend it too. It's not just that time of year. You're all I want when the snow appears. I used to have an empty couch and fireplace, but now there's gotta be a better way.
One thing we may not always admit is the reason that some of the closest people to us are hurting us is not because of the effort they make to be that close to us, but instead the work we do to keep them close. All right. You may say, well, yeah, that's my partner. Okay, what defines partnership for you? Respect, equality, reciprocity? If that's not there, why are they your partner? You may say, oh yeah, well, we have these happy moments, or they get me these things, or they do these things. Right, what somebody does for you does not outshine what they do to you. You may say, that's my family member. Okay, why do you continue to share some of the softest parts with the person who has shown that they don't support you and they're not happy for you? And any chance they get, they're going to try to make you feel insecure. You may say, well, yeah, that's my friend. Okay, what has it been throughout the friendship? What has it required of you? Has it required you to be small? Are they always in competition with you? Has it required you to always be present for them, but they don't reciprocate? If you knew what you know now about this situation and you had to buy it, would you? You'd probably say no. So don't go broke investing in a relationship that requires you to be broken along the way. Because it's not always monetary investment. Time is currency. So is energy, so is trust, so is effort. The goal is to not change yourself to be liked by other people. The goal is to change people that you're around who remind you to like yourself. It's just information.
Man, Isaiah Frizzell or Frizzelli, hey man, he's always cooking with some rare grease and he's dropping some good heat. And I love it. My niece is on the line. I want to get her in here. Attila, Houston, Texas is on the line. She's currently 3 for 3. She's batting in the in the home run derby that we, do from time to time here on the Voice of Reason. I ask her questions and she knocks them out the park. It's what she does. And I love to see my niece look good. Come on. I love to see her look good. That's how it's supposed to be. So, back in the batter's cage. Are you ready?
Yes. And let me just say, y'all, I train with the best, as y'all already know. But go ahead.
Here we go. What bodily signals arise when support from this person who wants to be needed in your life? They're people pleasing. They want to give and pour into you, right? What bodily signals arise when support subtly, covertly demands gratitude, loyalty, or submission?
Oh, Lord.
Yeah.
For me, this is for whatever reason, oddly enough, making me think about my mom. I always feel it in my chest first. Like my chest tightens up a little bit. I noticed that I have like a little bit of memory fog after the conversation. Yeah, that's a rough one because, when it's your mom, you want to let her help you, but it's like, nah, mama, your help comes with strings. But yeah, I definitely feel it in my body. I feel it in my chest. But I also feel this kind of like anxiety, like feeling like, oh, I need to get off the phone, like quick. Yep.
So you try to cut them off. Hey, thank you. No, it's cool. I gotta go. I got work to do.
Well, you know what I've stopped doing? I have stopped sharing to where we don't even have to have those conversations because, and the sad part is sometimes you really, really need help. You might really need assistance, but I think if you're going to be true and authentic to what it is you're trying to do in your life, you just got to understand some people's gifts, they come with strings. They're not, it's a gift that really is more like a loan. I'm loaning it to you until I get my supply back.
Tonight's topic is the benevolent parasite, someone who uses benevolence to extrapolate control or it's some type of supply. Sometimes it's validation, approval, acknowledgement. They want to be needed. So they use their benevolent behavior to pull you in. Attila, what collapses first in the benevolent parasite, right? What collapses first? Empathy, curiosity, or consent when you stop needing them?
That's a good question. When you stop needing them, that's interesting. Because I feel like it starts way longer before that. Like they have a seeking missile. They're able to know you don't need them before you even say it. But I think once you're able to actually acknowledge it, the empathy is out the window. It's out the window.
Right. When you can see what their modus operandi might be, right? When you see it, now all of a sudden they're not as curious about you. Yeah.
I feel like the curiosity thing is more so, that's like a tester to see where you're at. Like if you've ever done, for example, career rocking or something like that, that can kind of throw people off a little bit because they might assume like, oh, you're just having a bad day. But really, you're trying to set a precedent, right? So I noticed with the curiosity, to me, that's kind of like a dangling of the carrot because if a person can fake that they're interested about you or fake that they actually have a real investment in you, then you're more likely to stay longer.
Okay, well, let's flip it then. Let's flip it. Let's see. You switch hitter. Let's see. How does authentic compassion behave when it encounters resistance?
It accepts it.
That's
I'm going to accept it.
Yeah.
I'm going to be like, okay, that is totally fine. Like, that is your choice. That's your right. And you accept it.
So then how would the benevolent parasite archetype act, right, when it encounters resistance?
I feel like whatever tactics they've used to rope you back in the past or to basically keep you in line, they're going to continue doing it. So if that's triangulation, they're going to do it. If that is pouting and sulking or, putting you on a timeout, they're going to do it. Like, if that makes sense.
Nah, even Ada joins you in here. Ada from TikTok says anger or even shaming. They might push back in that way.
Yes.
I got another question.
Yes.
Come on, let's keep knocking them out the park. How does I only want to help function as a preemptive moral shield?
So I only want to help because and I'll react to a scenario with you. I only want to help because things have been so hard for you lately, and I'm just worried about you spiritually. I want to make sure that you're good and that unfortunately you haven't been following the ways of God, but
unfortunately you haven't been following the ways of God. Oh,
but I'm
Lord.
here to help you. Because what my mama said, she said, because I know you're under attack. That's how she would phrase it.
Gosh. So there are really people out here faking altruism, intimate altruism.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yes.
Can you give me some examples?
I feel like,
I know the examples from men. I know we're basically conditioned to, all you got to do is show up and do what she wants you to do. We got that, right?
Oh, I know.
And then the real part of us, like opening up, being, vulnerable, that's further down the line. We have to learn how to do that. But what does it look like does it look like for women who fake this altruism in relationship?
I would say it's normally going to be her complimenting you a lot, trying to empathize with you a lot. So she might say something like, people just don't understand how great you are, Zoe. And more importantly, I see the greatness in you, and I understand how hard it is for you to do what you do, and I just want you to know that I'm here for you. Like that type of stuff, where it's like, okay, we be laying it on kind of thick. I think if you spot at somebody who it's clear they have not had someone speak into their life in a way that affirms them positively.
Wait, hold on, you're blowing my mind. Is this the sprinkle community? Don't say nothing when we come forward. The voice of reason. I'm going back to Houston, Texas. My niece she done opened up a can of whoop tail. We about to get it.
Almost lonely till you. 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 Almost lonely till you.
KBLA 1580 Santa Monica.
I'm Amber Payton with BIN News Now. Black Kansas City Mayor Quentin Lucas says the Chiefs' move to Kansas will be tough for his city. The team made the announcement alongside Kansas Governor Laura Kelly.
This will be a tough adjustment.
Jackson County leaders had